Shador Sanders after their joint practice and then drove him off the field. Now, Shador could walk, but he does have an injury. Brown's update on Shador Sanders: further medical testing revealed an oblique strain, according to Mary Kay Cabot. He's day-to-day, won't practice Thursday versus Eagles, and unlikely to play in this game Saturday. How big of a setback is this in Shador's kind of journey to what we want him to be a starter?
Well, as you hope he can get back like after the next preseason game and play, but I don't think it's that huge. Obviously, you want him to play. I was really looking forward to seeing him. I'm sure the Browns were as well. But because he played well in his first game, I don't think it's disastrous for him. Like if Gabriel, who's obviously going to play a lot, he goes out there and looks bad, that actually helps Shador. Like Shador could have went out there Saturday and they both play bad. And then now he's lost some ground. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world because he played so well in the first game.
Yeah, this is a great thing for him because
Really?
he's put the good tape on. Yeah. He's put the good tape on the record.
Good play on tape.
Everybody has that. That's the last thing we've seen him do in a game. So now Dylan Gabriel has to go out, and he's got to either match or surpass that. But this is going to be a lot harder game to do that because in the progression of preseason, this is the game where there's an element of game planning. You're going to play your guys differently. This is you're trying to get as close to a preseason game as you can in this game. So the level of intensity will be higher. The level of what he's going to see will be higher. And now all that Shador has to do is sit back and say, hey, when I got my shot, I did great. And everybody's going to have to evaluate the other guys and be like, let's see how they do.
So I thought I was going to have a unique opinion on this, but we're going to be close to a clean sweep. Assuming Shador is, I like that it says unlikely to play, because if it was it's today's Wednesday, he's been ruled out for Saturday, I would have a bigger concern that, this is like, he could be out the next 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. But if this is really something where playing Saturday would be borderline, they're going to sit him, but come Monday's practice, he'll be a full go, then I think this oddly could work out perfectly, because what now we're going to get against the Philadelphia Eagles, you know what I mean, whose first team obviously is excellent and who have, one of the better drafters and GMs in football, and we consider one of the better overall rosters in football. You're going to see Kenny Pickett, who has missed a lot of training camp and I don't think is a legitimate NFL quarterback, and Dylan Gabriel, who again, it's the practice stats, but today at practice did throw 2 touchdowns, but was 6 of 19, and some of that was in 7-on-7, some 11-on-11. Those guys, a little rusty, first game action against Philly.
Well, and Dylan Gabriel, he hasn't been in an NFL game. Like just the emotion of transitioning from college to the NFL. Right. Can he run the huddle? Can he run the operation at the line? Like all that stuff. That's still big for him.
And so Flacco's not playing. They've made that clear against Philly. And the fact that today in practice, Snoop Huntley got a few reps. Maybe he gets a few, maybe they give him a few snaps or, a few series against Philly. But I anticipate that Gabriel and Pickett will play themselves down the depth chart.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, my Pickett feeling has been from the moment he was drafted. There was a brief preseason a couple years ago where he tricked me, where he had that on-fire preseason. But I've never believed in the traits, didn't love him in college. He's never been a good pro. Gabriel, again, this is college tape bias, but when you're a rookie in training camp, that's the only thing I have to go on. And those ESPN Cleveland charts I keep seeing, 6 of 19 in a training camp practice is really bad. Yeah. Like, I agree with you, KW, that we don't know if 7 of 8 means anything. You know what I mean? They could be dump-offs. We don't, good training camp stats could be meaningless.
Really bad is like
really bad. It's hard for that, in my opinion, to be meaningless.
I mean, we've looked at those Cleveland stats. It hasn't been like anybody's lighting it up when they pop those on the board.
No, I agree.
One touchdown a day.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think that Shador, if he's ready to practice Monday, he'll be in a better position.
The moment I loved our Subaru